Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us. Hello, yeah, hi everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are so excited to spend the next 45 minutes with all of you. I am Nivedita, and I'll be taking this session on open source. What is open source? How can you get involved in open source? And about various open source programs. So the most important question: what is open source? Open source is a open source software is a code that is designed to be publicly accessible. Anyone can see it, anyone can modify it, anyone can contribute in it, and yeah, anyone can raise issue in it. It is accessible for everyone in the world. And yeah, most important thing, since our childhood unknowingly we are using open source. Anyone know how anyone know how we are using open source software since our childhood? Okay, yeah, we like VLC. VLC is an open source software, and Ubuntu. Those who are using from the college, Ubuntu Linux kernel is also a open source software. And yeah, OBS is also an open source software, and Android is also open source software. So this is what is open source, and the next, how open source development model works. So mainly any project have more than one project lead, and those who are contributing in it are volunteers like us. Okay, and how this flow works, like though when we are contributing in that project, and if our contribution is valid, then it merged by project lead. And if our contribution passes all the test cases, then definitely it's merged by project lead. So this is how the open source project flow works. And then, most important question, why contributing is important. So everyone wants to know, why will we invest our time in open source? Okay, the most important factor is real world software development experience. We all are getting real world software development experience from the comfort of our home, and it is very much important for those university students, those who want to experience real world projects, those who want to work in real world projects, and those who want to enhance their skills. So this is best. And second is community bonding. Whenever you stuck in any place, in any issue, community is there to help you, because open source community is really very welcoming. Second thing is exposure. Those who are working in open source are getting exposure to work in real world projects, and also getting skills. And test your skills is also the good point. If someone is learning JavaScript, and he or she want to know what's the level of my skill, then yeah, they can contribute in open source. And the last point, which is very important, satisfaction. But this point is vary from person to person. According to my point of view, satisfaction is very important, because you feel good when your code is used by so many people. Suppose I'm contributing in Kubernetes. It's not important that you have to contribute in code base. Like I'm contributing in documentation, then that contribution that that contribution are going to read by so many people, that contribution is read by so many people daily. So you feel good. Okay, so this is that point, satisfaction. And most important point, prerequisites. How can you get started with it? So first of all, Git. So you don't have to be pro in Git, just basic. Git push, Git how to clone repositories, Git push, Git add, and how to push. So, and by the time you will get experience in it. Okay, and second, a programming language, any programming language, just choose one. If someone is Java developer, then it's okay. Java, contribute in Java projects. And third is basic medium knowledge of your tech stack, like any web development, someone is Android development. Those who are web developer can contribute in web development projects, and meanwhile they can, if they want to learn Android development, they can learn it, and after that they can contribute in it. So learn while contributing. And these are the few programs. First of all, to contribute in this open source projects, you don't have to be part of these programs. You can contribute anytime, whenever you want. So mainly these programs to promote open source among university students. So first, let's start with GSOC, because this is very famous one, but there are so many open source programs other than this. So mainly in Google Summer of Code, Google Summer of Code is started by Google, but in this organizations apply when the organization selected. After that, the student application period started. So first of all, I want to say that those who are selected in this program, it doesn't mean that he is an employee of Google, he is intern at Google, he is working for Google. No, they are working for organization in which they are selected. Okay, so they now the student application period is live. You can see the timeline here. Organization application deadline is already gone, and now the application period of GSOC is already started, March 29 to April 13. So how can you start working on it? Suppose just go in organization page. In all categories, if someone is wanted to contribute in web dev project, click on web dev. If someone is want to contribute in data and database, go there. It's just like I want to contribute in, suppose I want to contribute in cloud native. Okay, so suppose I want to contribute in Jenkins. So actually Jenkins is under Cloud Continuous Delivery Foundation umbrella. So after selecting this organization, just go to view idea list. And yeah, even you also check the technologies here which are required, like Jenkins is mainly Java. Java tech stack is required in Jenkins. And just go there, you just click on view idea list, you will get all the details. So here, CDF mentoring programs, and here I want to contribute in Jenkins. Okay, so just go on. There are other organizations are also, but I mainly want to contribute in Jenkins. Okay, I'm showing you example. So just click on 2021 project ideas. Okay, suppose I love this concept. Suppose I like that issue, so I just click this. Okay, you will get all the details. Even if you want deep details, you can. Every issue have the project idea draft already. The maintainers already posted their project idea draft. You can check this. And most important point, after reading an issue or after completing all the requirements, if you already, this is obvious that you have doubt. Okay, so just join their community channel. Okay, so for Jenkins it is Gitter. I can show you. Wait. First of all, you join the mailing list of every organization. Okay, so this is the mailing list. Everyone just submitting their proposal, and their community chat section is, wait, I already have, just a minute, Gitter. Yeah, so for Jenkins it is Gitter. So in every community chat section, chat channel, they have their sub channel for specifically for GSOC or for outreach, whatever. So see, this is GSOC. This channel for GSOC. Those who are newbie, they just join this channel, and never forget to introduce yourself, because this is very important. that people know that you are newbie and you want to contribute in projects. Okay, so this is how GSOC organization or contribution works. And the application student application period is live. It's from March 29 to April 13. And another program is, there are so many programs on open source. Another one is MLH. MLH. So this is also open source software, open source program. Okay. So this is mainly a 12-week internship. You can say the 12-week internship program for students. Here is the timeline and how the contribution works. Workflow is there. And the upcoming for summer deadline is May 10. And what if you have any doubt regarding the application process, you can watch the podcast which CFC have there on their which CFC have on their channel with the CEO of MLH Swift. That will be very beneficial for you. So you can watch that. And because in that podcast he gave all the details regarding the application, what they accept from the applicants, all that. So please must watch if you want to apply in MLH. The second is Google Google Season of Docs. This is very cool. Those who are interested in technical writing can apply in this, because and the timeline for this is mainly in this program. We students applicants work on writing documentation of particular organization, because that documentation is very important and it plays very important role for every organization. So the timeline for Season of Docs 2021, organization application is already ended, but now the technical writer hiring is from May 17. So you can just go on their GitHub. Let me see. They have just like yeah, in the technical writing guide, just go on their GitHub repository, and in the 2021 participants, you just have to in technical writers interested repo, you just have to PR your name with all the details. Like wait, I'm showing my just like I want to contribute in this, so I make PR in it. Wait. Yeah, Niveta Prasad, you just have to submit your GitHub link, your Twitter link, your LinkedIn, your resume. If you have portfolio, then well and good. Just attach your links and some brief line about your interest part, okay, and your tech stack. So you just have to make a PR in it, and they will accept. And yes, the technical writing started from May 17, according to their timelines. Yeah. This is all about Season of Docs. This is also awesome program. And yeah, the next one is Outreachy. First of all, I want to say that about Outreachy internship, people have this misconception that it is only for women or mainly from transgender, but no, it is for everyone who think that they are from underrepresented group, or they suffer any discrimination, but there are some guidelines for discrimination part, and mainly their internship start from May 24 to August 24. And yeah, the first phase application period is already ended. In that, you have to write 4 essays. Actually, their application process is pretty long. So you have to write 4 essays. And please give those who apply for next cohort, please do give time to essay part, because take 2 to 3 days, write on doc, then just paste there and submit. Okay, because ACs are essays plays very important role, very important role, because they judge your application process on essays. And after that, it is 10% important that first of all they ask for your university calendar. Just like me, I applied for this program. They asked for my university calendar, so I give them a Makout calendar link. So it might be possible that they check everyone's university calendar, that applicant do have free time or not, because they require good time for this internship. Okay, so they check, and those who don't have free time in their calendar, college calendar, they do not accept their application. Even they pass essay round, still they don't accept. Like mine ACs were good. I passed an AC round, but when they check Makout application, Makout calendar, they don't find free time from May 24 to August 24. So they won't accept my application. So that's also important, that you have free time in your official calendar, official college calendar. So after first phase, they will give you 30 days for contribution. In that time, you have to choose organization, and you have to make a PR at least one. And after that, you have to you submit your proposal. And after all this process, they will publish their result this year on May 17. They publish their outreach results. So this is outreach. And yeah, whatever, and this is all, the open source program is stipend based. So they will pay you for this, like for outreach 6,000 USD dollar, and other for all that. I think this year for Google Summer of Code criteria has changed, so I'm not sure. But this is 10-week long internship program, 10-week long program this year, and this is mainly, I think, May 24 to August 24 this year. Other than outreach, there is also Linux Foundation Mentorship Program. Okay, so in this, they open their application twice a year. Okay, currently, I think in Feb, their application is open, and now in October, they open their next application. Okay, I'm not sure it's October or September, but I think October, yeah. So currently, they're accepting application. There is some projects on Hyperledger. So if anyone is interested in it, you can check out. And I just want to say, if you know Java, okay, and there's a required skill is Java plus React, okay, and you don't know React, then it's okay. And you wanted to contribute in it, then take your time, learn React, and start contributing. This is not possible that everyone know everything. Okay, so if there is already given that Java is required, React is required, NLP is required, and you really want to contribute in this, so just take your time, learn React, and start contributing, because this is not possible that everyone know every language. Okay, so this is not an issue. Okay, then this is also stipend based. I think Linux Foundation pay 3,000 USD dollar. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, yeah, 3,000 USD dollar. Yes. And next is for Asia Code Heat. Their application is live currently. This is 2-month program in which you have to, actually this is mainly to promote open source. Okay, and their registration for CodeHeat is live, and you just have to go there, and there are all the guidelines already given. This is 10-week program in which you have to contribute in open source projects, and and in last they will publish their result. Those who have contributed in large scale, they get prize, and also those who are contributed, they also get certificate. So mainly these programs are to promote open source among college students. So their application process is live currently. You can apply for this. And the third, this one is Google Summer of Earth Engine. Those who are interested in environment, those who are interested in those who are interested in Earth related thing, they can apply for this. But currently, the application process is not live. This is mainly in this program. You mainly do research and work with professors and under the Indian college professors. So this is also an awesome program. Those who are interested in earth related in environment parts, they can apply for it. But the application process is not currently live. This is 3 month program, and for this you will also get stipend. Okay, those who are interested in environment conservation, conserve water resource and agriculture, they can apply for it. Yeah, but currently this is not live. You can check it. Okay. Next one is season of KDE. Okay. So this is also an open source program. Currently, for 2021 cohort, the application is ended, but every year the application live in winters. So for K2 to 2021, the organization process live in December 24, and for the student, January 4, 2021. So in every year, they start their application process in winters. Okay, and you also get stipend for this, and yeah, you can check their project ideas here. Okay, they have all the 2021 projects idea in which applicants are already working. Like they have information for students. You can check your skills there also, like knowledge prerequisites, probably C++ and Qt they require for this project. And for another one, every project mention their skills. So this is also season of KDE, and yeah, the season of KDE community channel is on Telegram. You can join there. You can, if you are interested, you can also join now their community channel and just go there and introduce yourself that hey, I am this and I want to contribute in this. So people are ready to help you. They will guide you. They will give you resource. So no worry. You just have to willingness. Okay. And yeah, then the most everyone knows Hacktoberfest. This is month open source program. This is also to promote open source among students. And yeah, those who make 4 PR, they get swags, and you can also you can also make more than 4 PRs. So this is get live in October, and this is the best way to start open source journey, because in this program you get your hand dirty on Git and GitHub. So this is awesome to start. Okay, and another one is, so you can see that beside GSOC, there are so many open source programs. And you also don't have to wait for this open source program that when their application period gets live, I will apply. No, you can contribute it. So in open source, there is no restriction. It is for everyone. So this is also open source program. And in this, everyone can apply it. Even students can apply it. Even those who are working can apply it. This is for everyone. There is no restriction that only students or undergraduates education or college students can apply. This is for everyone. Even working person can also apply in it. And their application as a student is currently live. You can apply it. Go and check out if you are interested. And yeah, their application process are, for students, is live. In this program you also get exposure, you will learn new things, and most important thing, you get a chance to work with so many amazing people, and in same project you are working with different time zone people. So yeah, this open source is just awesome. It will also enhance your skills. And other one is Alibaba Summer of Cool, but I think their application process for 2021 is not live yet. So yeah, last it opened around May 25, 2020. So this is according to last year. Maybe this year their application process will open around May 25, 2021. You can check out this. In this also uh, you get a chance to work on projects like mm, Apache. There's so many programs. 20 popular projects are participate in this. You will also get stipend this for this also. And yeah, this one is Free Software Foundation. This is not restricted to only technical thing. You can also, if you are interested in design or just a minute. Um, yeah. If you are interested in campaign licensing or with your tech team, you can contribute in it. Currently, the application process is not live. If you are interested, you can check this website on the regular basis. Okay, so you also get stipend for this. And last it was May 2020. Then maybe this year is around May 2020. They will live their application process. And yes, these are some open source program, and there are so many also. You can check the on Google, and even CFC have one playlist of like 20 open source program. You can check that also if you want to contribute. And besides stipends, the open source is open source is more than stipend actually, because you are getting chance to enhance your skills. And yeah, also don't think that if you are doing open source you don't have to do DSA or problem solving skills. Both are important. If you want open source, then you have to, if you want to contribute in open source, then you have to balance between problem solving and open source program, because open source program at the end of the day is important. No, programming skills is at the end of the day, programming skill is important. Open source is on the basis of interest. Any questions anyone have?
Hello, I'm Alok.
Yes.
My question is that I started coding and I also started contributing in open source project, and also I have contributed, but I'm not consistent. So could you tell me any tips that I will be consistent for?
Let's see, if you want to be consistent, then participate in this program, because they are giving you a stipend, and on the daily basis you have meetings with your mentors. So by participating in this program you will be consistent. And other than that, if you are not consistent,
Not
then
consistent, then
it is not important that you have to be consistent. So just contribute on the basis of your interest. Whenever you have a free time, just contribute in it, because we all know we are university student, we have projects, we have internals. So just contribute on the basis of your interest, and on the basis of your free time. But if you are participated in these program, you have to be consistent for 3 months at least, because if you are not pass the test cases, because in every 3 months they have evolution. If you passed first phase, then you will get half stipend, and then you will move forward to another phase. So you, in these programs, you have to be consistent. So this is a chance to be consistent in open source, but there is no requirement that you have to be. So it's all depend on your interest.
Thank you.
Anyone have any other questions? Anyone have any question, any doubt regarding their application process or anything? You can ask me. So I think they don't have any question. We can wrap up
Yeah, we can end the session now.
after just after photo session, I think.
Okay.
Just if everyone is comfortable, do yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Anyone want to? Mm, okay, I think yeah. Yes. Okay, done. I will share SS after the session. Oh, okay. Alok.
Yes.
Alok Varsha. Okay, done. Thank you, everyone.